Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another video. Now, I did make an earlier video, guys, talking about some Barcelona news. I talked about Joao Cancelo and Chiesa and Barcelona's interest in young, talented Liverpool midfielder Stefan Bajcetic. And as well, I'm going to be following up that news because there's been some more news in regards to Stefan. And as well, we're going to be talking about Araujo as he is suspended for the Uruguay national team. He will be missing some matches. But guys, before I get started on the video, make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you're going to stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's get straight into the video. All right, guys, let's get straight into the video and let's talk about Stefan Bajcetic because, just as Barcelona, how quickly Barcelona were basically interested in Stefan, Barcelona, we've lost out on him immediately. It's absolutely crazy how in just a couple hours, since I've uploaded that video, since that interest went public, Barcelona have lost out on Stefan. Stefan will be going to RB Salzburg. Both Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, they've reported that Barcelona, they currently can't proceed with with the Stefan deal due to issues with FFP. And Salzburg expects Stefan to travel on Thursday to complete his loan move from Liverpool. And Salzburg, they expect the deal to get done. And it's a blow to Barcelona. I wouldn't say it's anything huge, but Stefan was one of those players that, in the couple hours that we were interested in him, did, bring some enthusiasm to the fans, and me included. I'm looking at some of the highlights from Stefan. I'm thinking, hey, this guy can be, could do something in that pivot, in that base of that midfield, and in that pivot role. But due to that FFP, restrictions, Barcelona, they can't go out and sign him, and that's, it's a little bit worrying because if Barcelona, they can't register a youngster from Liverpool in just a loan fee, we're not paying it in 20 million, 30, or even a big transfer fee. If we can't even register Stefan, then what chances are there in the last days of the transfer market in order for us to sign, for example, Jonathan Tah or any other players that we would potentially be interested? And so, with these reports from both Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, it's most likely that Barcelona will not be able to complete any signings in these next upcoming days, unless the Nike deal gets absolutely signed, or John Laporta puts money down from his own pocket in order to help these registrations. And it's a worrying sign. But now what happens, guys? Now with Barcelona losing out on Stefan, what are we gonna do? And it's I honestly have no idea, guys. I honestly have no idea because there were some rumors potentially talking about Rabiot, Danilo as short-term options, but they aren't really convincing. And Hummels was a player that is on a free right now. He has left Dortmund. And he would be a player that I would say, hey, Barcelona, let's go all out for him. Let's have Homos in that center back role. Let's move Pau Cubarsí in the base of the midfield alongside, for example, a Pau Prim, bring up Pau Prim, bring up some La Masia youngsters, because since Gavi and since Frankie De Jong, they currently are injured, we do need depth in that midfield and as well in that center back area. Because as I said before, we cannot be relying on a full, season on just Pedri and Marc Casador. That's just simply not the case. Gavi, he does come back in November, but there's a lot of football to be played until then. And there is some reports that saying De Jong is set to come back in the game against Girona, and that is roughly a couple weeks ahead. But I don't know how reliable that report is. And even then, Barcelona, they're gonna have to have their fingers crossed, hoping that Pedri and Marc Gasol, they don't get injured or suspended until then. And then, for example, we just have the same problem. Then you have only three options, and that's not very responsible or sustainable, I would say. But guys, Barcelona lose out on Stefan. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that deal. It's a blow to Barcelona. We're gonna have to continue exploring out in the market. But the thing is, we're gonna have to generate some FFP because if we can't even register Stefan, with a low salary and basically a non-existent fee, then Barcelona, they have problems. They have problems. But no, guys, I want to briefly talk to you guys about Ronald Araujo because Ronald Araujo, he has been suspended for the Uruguayan national team. And this is just due to those incidents in regards to the Copa America in which Uruguay and Colombia, they did get into, I would say, a conflict, a clash. Some other players, they were suspended and they were fined, both from the Colombian national team and as well as players from the Uruguay. And, for Barcelona, this is good news because this means that Araujo isn't going to have to travel to the Uruguay national team. He's going to get some more rest. And I understand that it's bad news for Araujo because he wants to play for Uruguay. He wants to play for his national team, especially knowing the World Cup qualifiers they're on the horizon. But it's also going to give him some time to recover from that injury in that he did suffer in that match against Colombia. But guys, I just a quick news roundup talking about the latest news that has broken out, some breaking news. But Barcelona lose out on Stefan Bajcetic, and Ronald Araujo gets suspended from the Uruguay national team. Let me know your guys' thoughts below, and especially what should Barcelona do now to fortify that base of the midfield? Because Pau Prim, yes, I would say I'm an advocate for bringing him up into the first team and giving him a chance. But being honest, guys, Palpatine, I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we're going to still need more options. I think we're going to still need more depth in that area. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.